So all the other 6 or 5 members of the community were exempted except South Sudan. So this is really not something special that was done for South Sudanese, but it is something that applies to all the members of the community.
Initially, South Sudanese students studying in Uganda were required to pay an annual pass fee of $100 for free movement, which was an additional charge. As international students, the mandatory charge was applicable to all South Sudanese students in the higher institutions of learning.
Granted that waiver on reciprocity, which means if they are also Ugandan citizens who are studying in South Sudan, they will also study a student pass free. And this is in line with the EAC protocol.
However, this concern had been raised by the South Sudanese students over the time to their embassy, since students from other East African countries had an exemption.
So it means the school fees will still be in place. So South Sudanese are not going to come to Uganda to study for free. They will have to pay school fees, but they are going to benefit from the scheme that all the other members are benefiting.
Through several engagements between the government of Uganda and that of South Sudan, an agreement was reached to exempt students from paying this annual charge in accordance with the East African Community Protocol. Uganda Juach Deng is the South Sudan Ambassador to Uganda.
We brought this issue up because until 6th of September, South Sudanese students in learning institutions in Uganda were charged as international students, while others in the East Africa community were being exempted. So we took this thing up with our brothers and sisters in various government institutions, and finally we've been granted that waiver on reciprocity.
An estimated 10,000 South Sudanese students are studying in Uganda, with each initially paying the annual charge on top of the university tuition. Ambassador Simon Juach says with this exemption, the number of South Sudanese students coming to study in Uganda will increase.
I think you should appreciate that South Sudanese are coming here, because in the next 5-10 years, all the leaders in South Sudan will have been people trained in Uganda. So it will really, you would have more influence over that country, because those are people who went to schools with you, they know Uganda here. So doing business or transacting will be easier.
The two friendly governments are also in the process of harmonizing other charges that are still hindering smooth bilateral relations like trade, as well as ensuring safety and security.
If we talk of trade deficit, there is still a big gap, but as brothers and sisters, there is a lot of experience we can pick from here.
Uganda and South Sudan have enjoyed some good bilateral relations for years now. Susan Naung and Andrew Sebira reporting for UBC TV.